Okay, now seriously, this is about the third time I've done this today. I'm kind of sick of it. We're doing the Reddit challenge of Apollo-style lunar lander. So here's my Saturn V, sort of. So let's go ahead and kick this bird off. The ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1, liftoff. We have liftoff. The Apollo 11 spacecraft. I had a really good Gene Kranz voice impersonation, but my throat kind of hurts today, and I'm just kind of sick of doing it. But we are go for our roll program. Roll program is good. You can see up there I built a nice, well, it's a stock part escape tower next to the 235 release. I built a nice little ascent shield to protect the command pod from debris and various small bits on its ascent through the atmosphere. Very thick cloud cover today at Kerbal Space Center, Kennedy Space Center, KSP. They both have the same initials. Interesting. Go ahead and continue our roll. Throttle's already pegged. So far all lights are green. I think the original Saturn V and its initial first launch stage was so massive and so powerful that where it was pointing was more than a degree or two off from where it was going, it would just shred itself. Alright, we are go for stage set. And ignition. Stage set confirmed. So also the real Saturn V was 3 stages to orbit. Mine's only 2 because Kerbal is 10 times smaller than Earth. And 3 staging it just kind of looked a little goofy. I know the Reddit challenge stipulates that you use stock things. I opted not to because stock things don't have fairings. And that kind of led to me using not stock engines because, well, there's also no 5-meter engines. Now that there are 3-meter engines, that's pretty cool, but the lander design I ended up with really only kind of worked this way. We're going to go ahead and separate our escape tower. And that's good. Glad that cleared. Continue our roll program here. And get ready for, well, hopefully be a nice clean orbital insertion. Man, these guys are really cooking now. Alright, let's go check with guidance, see where we're at here. 51. Awesome. This is going extremely well. And shut down. Not quite out of the atmosphere. That's good. So it means we'll be a little lower when we go to make our actual orbital insertion. It's fine with me. We really only need to be between 70, I think 70 is the lowest you can be. 75 is about the lowest safe distance you can be. To be not good and clear out of the atmosphere, not get any braking. That's what we're shooting for, because Oberth effect, the lower you are, or the closer you are to a gravitational body when you make a change, the more effective it will be, or when you make a acceleration. Plane changes are a little different. You want to be further away from your gravitational body to make a plane change. Accelerating, decelerating, though. The closer you are, the better you are. So when you make these transitions, like from here to the moon, actually, if you can get that extra little bit of speed to get yourself nice and low to the moon, you'll actually save that extra delta V on your way back when you go to make a change in that. And that the moon will be about there. So if that paragraph is high enough, yes it is. All right, 327 meters a second to hit orbit. I'll take that. Everything reading green across the board here. Doop, doop, doop. I waited too long. My mistake. $80 and 76. Good enough. So we'll go ahead and do our flight systems check. RCS, boom, boom. Quad's firing there. How you guys liking it up there? High G alarm. Awesome. All right. And we'll start plotting our course to the moon. Yeah, right about there should be good. Again, that's going to be a dark side encounter. Ooh. Same delta V. If we fire just a little earlier, we can slap right into it. How much of that can we shed off and still hit it? Lots. Well. There we go. 861. So by lots, I mean like 5. Boom. Alright, so in 20 minutes we'll make our trans-lunar insertion burn, or TLI. Alright, we'll go ahead and correct our heading here. Up with this list. Got it. 9.4 meters per second shy of what we thought we were going to need. That's cool. Ooh, excuse me. Alright. So far so good, fellas. Time to leave Mother Earth behind. Or Father Kerbal, however you want to say it. Fine by me. Alright. So, right about now, it is time for us to ditch that faithful S4B and leave it on its collision course to the moon. That's flight plan. That's how they did it. Apollo 12 actually left a seismic sensor on the moon, and when Apollo 13's S4B stage hit the moon, they were able to pick up the seismic activity of that impact. Lovell even said, well, at least something went right on this mission. So let's get to it. Make sure we've got control authority from our command pod here aboard Columbia, and let's go ahead and separate. Switch to docking control. Get our lander in its proper configuration. Clear the little guy. Here, let's see if we can just... almost. We're gonna have to do something about that decoupler. Now, what to do about this decoupler? I can EVA somebody and bump it out of the way. Well, that's interesting. There. Come on. Magnets. How do they work? Oh, that's inconvenient. Magnets are holding us together and wedging that thing in. And apparently RCS is not being very helpful. And this is the exact alignment that I want. Oh, come on. This is kind of stupid. Get out of there. Yes. Anytime now, fellas. We broke it. Gotcha. And we are docked. Confirm hard dock. Alright. And there you have Columbia and the Eagle Lunar Lander in their total configuration, ready to go to the moon. So, let's get there. And I did leave a computer core on the S4B stage. I don't know why. Well, okay, I do know why. I thought it might be nice to watch its plummeting death. But we'll save that for our Apollo 12 simulation. And no, I've been thinking about doing an Apollo 13 simulation. I've got some neat ideas on how to try to replicate it, but the hard part, I suppose, is making it interesting. But again, not something I can do in stock KSP. It would require fairings and other neat things and stuff like that. But with some of these new mods, there's a lot of really interesting things we can do. Boom. Alright, here we are. Now, it looks like the S4B is actually on a much easier trajectory than we are. All that docking shenanigans really threw us off. Alright, what's our periapsis? 11,000? Yeah, let's do that. So, let's make sure we've got control authority here. Yeah. Now, in real Apollo missions, they would have checked and fired up the LEM by now and make sure that everything is working in good order. We don't have a tunnel to do that. We got to do it through EVA. So I'm just going to wait a little bit until we are actually in lunar orbit. Burn is a lot more than I would have liked it to be. We'll take it up to 14,000. Alright. Good deal. We're not actually going to collide with that, are we? No, okay, good. Unset target. Awesome. Now let's leave it set as target. Maybe we can watch it hit from here. I do have the distant objects mod installed. I guess that must be it there, that big cluster of stuff. No, there it is back there. So what's that stuff? Where did all of these things come from? There's so many little debris. Okay, well, let me set this node so I just know how much time we have before we have to actually do stuff. That looks like that stuff will hit long before we have to do anything. Oh, the targeting stuff, yeah, 61.5, so we probably won't be able to see them hit, but oh, bummer, alas. Goodbye, faithful S4B. Oh. Beep. Should be pretty close to their collision point. Oh yeah, look at that. They're gonna hit right on the inside of that crater. Poor guy. Direct hit. Whoa. Boom, boom. And were anybody to get to the moon before us, they would have recorded those impacts. And 21, 11. That's a little too low. Let's tweak that out if we can. There we go. 14 and 15.050. Not bad. Let's do it. All right, 3 minutes to node. Hope I'm not too low. That would be tragic if I just crashed them into the side of the moon. Yeah, be about par for the course, honestly. And I didn't change the flag. I meant to put the NASA flag on. Oh, man. I'm kind of failing on all counts today. There's orbit. Wow. Who's out there honking? I guarantee you it is not that important. And shut down. Pretty close. 15 and ooh, 12. That might be a little too low. Eek. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to make a correction out here. So yeah, this isn't quite canon because all the Apollo missions came in and had to make their orbital insertion burn at the dark side of the moon. That's just how they got there, which I obviously did it just a little different. But so they had to make these burns when they were out of communication with the Houston Control Center, which, I mean, they gave them the coordinates, like which way to point, when to hit the button, when to shut off the button, and just kind of had to go almost literally by the seat of their pants. Just really freaking cool. Hey, there's an arch. Right there. Neat. Should we land at it? Let's try not to crash into the moon first. Then we'll worry about where we're going to land things. Distant Objects mod. Helps you see spangly things that you knew were there only if you read about them. Oh, I missed the node. Totally missed the node. Alright, well. And then promptly overcompensated for it. But yeah, 14.5. Yeah, I'll get rid of these. Come on. 15.432, 14.5. That's not bad. Provided, of course, that we're not so low that we're going to run into things. But, yeah, you know, I'm going to call good enough. So let's just hope that we don't smash into the moon. Yeah, 'cause, oh, buddy, we are low. Man, no real room for error. So I guess when the LEM comes back up, we're going to have to orbit it high and approach Columbia from the top. Oh, that's just pretty. All right. Time to do some sorting of the crew. Jeb, you're up. I can think of no better Armstrong surrogate than Mr. Jebediah. Wow. That's kind of inconvenient in the way you're facing here, Jeb. And Bob. Because Bob's almost like Buzz. I think Bob's probably more similar sounding to Buzz than Bill. Disagree with me if you want. These are who I have chosen. Again, with the silly orientations. And get in there. Alright. Fire up the LEM. CS checks out. Lights are good and all shining directly into fuel tanks. It's fine. Just fine. Now, where should we set her down? Let's take an orbit past this big crater. See what we can see. Hope that we don't hit things along the way. Figure we'll make an orbit or two and just see what's out here. Scout around a little bit. It's an interesting little ridge. Render, render, render. Let's check our map. Oh, we passed it already. I'm stupid. So this crater coming up here is where I think that arch was. Maybe. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. We could land at it. I think that's the one artifact on the moon that I have actually already been to. I really kind of wanted to land on the Armstrong Memorial, but I can't find it. And I honestly have just no idea where it is. I've never had MapSat on this or anything. I found that arch once completely haphazardly just by flying over and going, oh, there's an arch. Let's go land at it. And I think my ability to see anything this high up on the dark side of the moon is just not going to happen. So again, let's cross our fingers that nothing moved into a place where we can belt into it. You know, 550 some odd meters a second. Does feel like awful close though, doesn't it? All right. So where should we land? Got a crew in there. Let's just go ahead and separate. Let's make a couple very small adjustments to pull us away from Columbia, so that when we start to make our braking burn, we don't swing back through and crash into him. I think that looks good, yeah? Do it. 2 minutes. Well, 2 minutes give us enough time to swing clear of Columbia. Yeah, yeah, we're good. Don't hit anything, Columbia. God help you if you crash. God help us all. There's no parachutes on this little guy. Bye-bye, Columbia. See you soon. Alright. Get rid of that node. And right about there is where I think I want our landing site to be. So we'll just set up this node here and get this gauge for altitude, 3,000. Oh man, that looks very close. 4,000. I should be down here looking at things to make sure I'm not going to crash into stuff. So, oh, that would be just absolutely horrible. We wrecked this mission this far along because I had to fly low. Egad. That does look mighty effing close. This isn't going to get any higher up, is it? No, I am here. We're going to burn a little high to try to keep some altitude during this fiasco. Just hope that we don't put it down on a hill. Before we get to the next series of craters. Excellent. Not liking how this is shaping up. I think we're going to be right on that hill there. Alright, we'll try to get up, get up, get up. There's our shadow. Oh boy, do we need to stop. Meters a second, 47, 40 meters a second, 30 meters a second. Cleared the hill. Just sink this vertical. Oh God, that's a hill. Shut down. Whew. Wow, that is a hill. Well, Tranquility, Houston. The Eagle has landed. Roger that, Tranquility. Oh man. Just another like 3 feet and we would have been on the other side of the hill. It's gonna make liftoff interesting. That's one small step for Kerbal, one giant leap for Kerbal kind. Yeah, Bob said it this time, not Jeb. What are you gonna do, right? And there's our Apollo 11 duo, the Eagle lander. The first Kerbals on the moon. I really enjoy how far you can zoom out on these things. It's alright. Now, the effing hard part. Not getting him back into the lander. That part's easy. Rendezvous. Rendezvous is not easy. That's a flag. That's Jeb. Let's get ready. Don't see him on our targeting tracking yet. Alright, almost exactly to 90 degree, which is of course the opposite of where we are facing. I probably waited too long. Alright, and liftoff. I waited too long. And I'm way off. Oh, yes. 0.1. That's awesome. All right. It's 150. What LTV do we have? 339. So that's about half of our budget to get there. We're going to get there. 1 minute and 13 seconds for a 16-second burn. You need to be on the money with this one, Jeb. Oh, shit. Yeah. And I done fucked it up. Already I done fucked it up. Let's see what we got. Yeah, 4.7. Periapps is 8,700. Oh man, that might be entirely too low. 4.7, huh? Point 2 and point 2. Let's do that. And hopefully before we hit anything. Yeah, so apparently real Apollo astronauts are a whole lot more talented at this than I am. No, please don't hit the moon. Please don't hit the moon. What do we got? 1.3, 500 meters. Brilliant. I will take that. We still got a little fuels left. Isn't that awesome? I'm sure that sounded great. I'm sorry. I was drinking my soda and I slapped my arm into the microphone. Now we're up to 0.9 now. It's only a 300 meter difference, so we might as well just match our velocities here. Target is at 3.9, so really I think that we can get away with a 3.8, 3.9 meter per second burn will be okay. That's in 2 minutes. Totally missed it. It's still coming in. We're getting closer. About 900 meters is when he's going to pass us, I suppose. Or 4.8 meters. Getting closer. What's we gonna get? So we're actually going to start drifting apart. So let's start bringing it in, huh? All right, Columbia, control from here. Set your target. Turn exactly around. And that's wicked fast, but we need to close this gap and we need to do it now. Gotcha. Yes. Yes. Oh, God. All right. So, quick transfer resources. Oh, man. Did we really just run this guy pretty much? No. Almost. The super reserve fuels. That was really down to the wire on that little guy. Yeah, normally we should just be ditching those, but I'm taking them with me because I feel like it. Bob, don't forget to take those experiments. Whoa. Again, with this orientation thing, guys. Seriously, this is annoying. Are you supposed to be able to press like spacebar or something to orient it to your camera? Eagle 1. Goodbye. And thank you. We're just going to go ahead and make our exit burn right now. What am I doing? 25, there we go. We seem to be missing an effect. But, it is working, so. Interesting. I would choose right now to not show engine effects or sounds. Bingo. Goodbye, moon. Home sweet home. It's about time for us to make our maneuver to retrograde and jettison the command module or the service module. Let it just do its thing into the atmosphere. Hope that our parachutes do not burn up, because I do have deadly re-entry installed on this. I'm going to ditch it in a downward direction. fuck is retrograde? Oh, not that way. There we go. Alright. Let's just hope that our ablative heat shield holds. Who's got the window seats? Isn't that pretty? I don't like the sound of that at all. Still towing 2 parachutes on this. Yeah, that's a lot of explosions. I think that's the command pod breaking up. Way less than impressive from in there. Wow. Service module survived. There it goes. It's odd they can't see the parachutes from in there. That'd be, you'd think. Roger Apollo, we see your chutes. Welcome home. There they are. Just couldn't see them if they weren't quite deployed. And there you have it. A super successful Apollo 11 style awesome mission. Welcome home, boys. Ticker tape parades and heroes and fulfilling of Kennedy's dream. We did it. These and the other things, not because they were easy, because they were hard.